All right, welcome back to the show. Still watching Arise 360 with me, Ikenna Onyekwo. Now, long before the age of screens, theatre was where communities gathered to share stories and connect through shared emotions and imagination. Now, today it remains a rare space for reflection, empathy, and togetherness. The Lagos International Film Fest, or Theatre Festival, pardon me, celebrates theatre not just as performance, but as a bridge across cultures, generations, and ideas, and living dialogue between Lagos and the world. And joining me today to discuss this upcoming Lagos Theatre Festival is none other than the international Bolanle Austen-Peters, a filmmaker, producer. She wears many hats. Let me just put it that way. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I don't know
which one anymore.
No, yes, you do. Like sometimes when I try to, should I say, describe you or maybe put a tag, I'm like, which one? There's a lawyer there. There is a filmmaker there. So anyone I call, you just know that you deserve it. Okay. All right. So now, when we talk about theatre productions and talk about names in the business, you are always at the forefront pushing, making sure that theatre is, at the heartbeat of everything. I'd like to ask you, what is it like? What is it for you? Like, what does theatre do to you? How far do you want to see theatre go in Nigeria? That makes you just be like, you know what? We're not done yet. Let's do more.
Yeah, lovely to be here with you. So the thing with theatre is when we started out in Terra Culture a couple of years, well, not a couple now, but almost 15 years doing plays at Terra, the vision wasn't very clear, but increasingly we've developed an audience and a followership. And we find out that Nigerians actually do love theatre, but infrastructure and a lot of challenges took theatre away from people. But theatre is now back. I mean, to think that over Christmas, Easter, we get over 10,000 people come to Terra Culture over a 10-day period tells you that there is something there. So what we're hoping is that by creating the theatre festival, we'll bring in more collaborations, we'll create that platform for everybody in the space to celebrate theatre, and obviously to bring attention to the space, because really that's what is needed now. And I think that this festival will do that for us.
All right, so I know like a lot of Nigerians love theatre, of course, definitely. It's one to actually, should I say, go out there to enjoy. I mean, you see the actors live, do everything on stage. But what do you think should be done, because we see how people flock to the cinemas to watch movies. And what do you think can be done to actually push and encourage more participation in theatre? Is it we need more centres, more, what is it?
You nailed it. Infrastructure.
Okay.
Theatre is very expensive. So if you think about the fact that with movies, you do one movie, you can play it 1 million times over after it's done.
Sure.
With theatre, every time we stop, you collapse sets, you start all over again. So if I'm spending 100 million doing a particular show, once I scrap it, when I come back, I'm spending another 100 million. Now, with movies...
Wait, sorry. When you say 100 million, it's like, take, for example, you have like a 3-day theatre...
Performance, yes,
performance. Sure. I mean, let's say you want to do two, 3 sets. You have to collapse and rebuild.
No. So if I have a run, so let's say at Christmas I have Fela and the Kalakuta Queens running for about 10 days, right? So once I build for the 10 days, that's it. But imagine if I wanted to do it again in 2 weeks' time after I've collapsed. I have to start all over again. I have to build everything from scratch. But with movies, I shot Fumilayo Ransom Kuti. It's being shown on Amazon. People are seeing it all over the world. So the difference is that there's something you take away. It's finite in terms of what you spend for movies. But for stage, every time you're collapsing, you're building, you're collapsing, you're building. So it's very, very expensive. And I guess... maybe it's not the priority for a lot of people in Nigeria. So
let me ask, because I mean, when I hear money, I just how much does it cost to do an average or a proper theatre production? It mustn't be world class. It mustn't be take the time. I'm a new person in the business. I want to do my first theatre production. How much should I budget? I know that you are big. You know you are big.
No. The truth is, with everything in life, it depends on your vision.
Okay.
You can have a small theatrical performance. You can have a one-man show, which requires very little set. That can cost you ₦1 million, right?
Okay.
You can have a 10-man show. We do shows that are in excess of millions. So it depends on the vision. And if you go abroad, there are shows that are costing billions. It's all about vision, the scale, and what you're hoping to achieve.
You didn't give me the figure, Sha, but...
No, like I told you, it could be $1 million,
it
could be hundreds
for you,
of millions.
What is the highest you spent on theatre?
On theatre? I'm not sure we should be talking about numbers because it'll scare other people who want to come into the space. I don't
think it should scare them, just to educate them.
Okay, so let me put it this way. When we did 93 Days, in 93 Days is a movie that I was a producer of 2016, We spent $1 million US. In Nollywood then, if I had said we spent $1 million, everybody would be like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. How could she? Right? But now people are becoming a little bit more comfortable with those numbers because they realize that certain things, if they want to be done at a particular level, you just need to spend that much. So with stage, you can do ₦1 million, you can do 100 million, you can do 200 million. I tend to be a little bit on the beat.
Yeah, you're big. All right, so let's talk about Lagos National Theatre Festival. Yes. I mean, tell us, what was it like putting this together? When does this start? What should people expect? I know it's November, but tell us more about this festival and what to expect.
What we're trying to do is this, honestly, like you were saying earlier, is to connect people in the space. We realize that there is so much talent in the theatre space. In fact, if you look at a lot of the really strong actors in film, they all come from a theatrical background. Yeah. So what we realize is that there's no consistent platform for them to showcase their works. You just mentioned the Friv, we just had the Lagos Fashion Week, we've had so many things going on. What has happened with those spaces? People came together and created one unified platform, and that has allowed the craft, the business to excel, more or less. So what we're trying to do for theatre as well is to create that one space where people will come. Now, we're not looking just as locals. There are a lot of Nigerian companies that will be participating, but at the same time, we're bringing in continental shows. People are coming in from other parts of Africa, South Africa, so that we can do that collaborations and connect with one another. We're bringing shows internationally from America, and that's the vision. With time, we want people to see Lagos as the theatrical capital of Africa.
And so, this particular festival is something you want to do, or yearly, a yearly thing,
yes.
or okay. So now, for the people participating in this year's edition, I don't want to ask how many, but who are you looking at? Who should people look forward to actually seeing or having at the theatre festival?
So we have a mix of very young actors. Okay. Some are green, and we also have content for young children. Schools are participating, like Day Waterman. Yeah. We have 2 or 3 other productions for children by Elvina Ibru and Winehi Jemide. So we also have, believe it or not, some really cool Nollywood actors. Okay. We have Eferele. Okay. She's playing in My Boyfriend Calls Me Ma. We have Kunle Remi. We have Tana Adelano. We have Lekon, who came from the Big Brother background, and so many people like that. And of course, like I said, we have theatre veterans like Bimbo Manuel. We have Uzo Sempa. There's so many great names. Hector. People know that once you talk about theatre, they are the stars of theatre. So when people come out there, what we expect them to do first is come and have a great time. We have vendors, we have plays, like I told you, from America, from South Africa, from Nigeria. So come there on Saturday and Sunday, the 15th and 16th. Bring your friends, bring your family, bring your children, bring your grandparents, bring your parents, because there's very few spaces where you can take 3 generations to in Nigeria to have a good time. Very rare. True. Even cinemas, you hardly can take them because sometimes it's so loud for older people. So we have plays on the lawn. We call them Theatre in the Garden. We have plays in the Ajib, Shell, La Scala. So they're like revolving. You just keep churning out. They're like 20 plays showing over 2 days. So
wow, 20 plays.
So each theatre has about five plays that will show in the course of 1 day. So a lot of people don't understand that. So I'm like, okay, we have 5 stages. So in one stage, we start at 12. Yeah. The play lasts maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. So, a break. The next play starts. And we've been extremely selective in the quality of the works that we've chosen. We want people to come and say, truly, Nigerian theatre lives on.
Thank you so much. So you heard it all. 2 days, 20 plays. So make sure you create time to take your family, and of course over the weekend. So you have no excuse. You're not going to work. If you're working, after work, you go and join the theatre production. Right, thank you so much for coming. And that's how I'll wrap it up on today's show. I'll leave you with the trailer for Lagos Theatre Festival so you can enjoy it and have a feel of what it's going to look like. My name is Iken Onyekulu. Remember to catch us every weekday at 5 p.m. right here on the Rise News channel. I'll talk to you tomorrow. This has been a Rise 360. Thank you so much for watching.
Hey guys, as you know, the Lagos International Theatre Festival is coming. So if you want to laugh, cry, fall in love, this is the place to be. On the 13th of November, I'll be hosting this year's masterclass, Conversations and Culture, where you'll be hearing from industry titans like Segun Ojewiyi from Nigeria, Jamie Park from South Korea, Valerie Green from New York, and Aubrey Sekabi from South Africa. And they'll be discussing different aspects of theatre with the audience. We also have an amazing lineup of magnificent plays from the minds of Moshood Fatah, Elvina Ibru, and the queen of African theatre herself, Bolanle Austen-Peters, on the 15th and 16th of November. If you'd like to join the masterclass, Conversations and Culture, and watch our plays, go to LagosInternationalTheatreFestival.ng. I cannot wait to see you there.